Greetings, YouTube. This is Civil Server Phoenix, and I've been meaning to do this video actually for quite some time now, but I've been a little bit busy. And in this video, I wish to discuss my Patron Gods. I noticed other pagans and witches and Wiccans and various others have posted videos about their patrons. Well, my first patron god was Pan, who is a god of nature, and thus I associate him with the element of earth. Now, I have 5 patron gods. 2 for earth. Strange, I know, but it's Pan and Cernunnos. Horus is air. Hephaestus is fire, and Poseidon for water. Now, I chose to take the 4 elements and learn lessons from them, and each element has revealed more lessons to me through different gods. Like Pan. Pan is god of nature, so Cernunnos. Cernunnos is also associated with death, as much as he is associated with life. For people who are familiar with Celtic deities, particularly with Cernunnos, there's the wild hunt, or the wild raid, and Cernunnos is, sure, he's a god of nature to me, and he comes to me with that, but he has this darker aspect, whereas Pan is more of a lighter aspect. Now, whether the other elements will reveal multiple gods to me for them, so far it's just Horus for air, Hephaestus for fire, and Poseidon for water. And Earth, strangely, is the one that gets the double. But Pan has been there. I don't see Pan as much as often as I used to. He was more like a teacher, a mentor, in the early part of my learning of the craft. And through him, I have learnt more about nature and come to understand my place in it, my connectedness to it. Now, I'm not special. I'm not unique. We all have a uniqueness to us, but we all also have a communal sense to us as well, a collective. And I have learned these lessons through Pan and Cernunnos. Cernunnos has shown me about death, but not just about death, but about remembrance, about the past, about those who've come before, about ancestors and stuff like that. Pretty interesting stuff. Horus, my patron god for air, he lends more insight, more vision, focus. He brings the totem animal of the hawk, which really, when I was doing my totem animals for my Cherokee heritage, and the wolf and the hawk came up, I have to wonder if the hawk was an early way for Horus to try to connect to me. I don't know. Maybe. I take it as such, and because the hawk came to me, and I looked for various gods who used hawks as their symbols, and Horus was one. He was the one that stood out. There seemed to be something about Horus. Hephaestus, another Greek god. Hephaestus I always found interesting because I myself am an artist, and he is an artisan, he is a craftsman, he is a shaper, he transforms and transmutes the metal into new forms, into new shapes, into new alloys. He crafts. They're in the various myths about him. He makes some of the most fantastic weapons and objects. He crafted many of the weapons of the gods, like Zeus's thunderbolts. He forged those. Athena's helmet. He forged that. He made a girdle, a belt for his wife, Aphrodite. And its special ability would be to attract. And she wound up using it to attract Ares, Hephaestus' brother. And she wound up having an affair with Ares. Ooh. Love and war there. And Hephaestus has taught me about we all have to forge our own lives. We all have to temper ourselves in the forge that is life. It changes us. It transforms us. Can't go a day without being transformed, without being changed. It just, if you're caught in stagnation, and it gets dull fast. And even Poseidon, my patron god of water, teaches about shifting, about transformation, about that importance. He is quick to anger, that is for sure. He can be easily pissed off. And it speaks a little bit of insecurity there. It just adds a human quality to that god. Forgive me, I'm tired. It's late, and I do need to be going to bed. But I have to do this video, because I need to do this video. And Cernunnos has manifested on the physical plane to me, which was really weird. He's done it twice. That was creepy, because he came as death. Back in 2005, my grandmother was dying, and it took her a year and a half to pass away. And in that time, she was living on borrowed time, and we literally lived with death. And death manifested itself to me twice as a male figure, as Cernunnos, which is one of the reasons why I associate death with Cernunnos. Even he is about transformation, about rebirth. So a lot of transformative, a lot of shifting and changing is in my patron gods. Even my main totem, the Phoenix, deals with transformation and rebirth and change and renewal. I guess that says something about me.